is the first retic we came across in the cave. Good morning, folks. It is the butt crack of dawn, and we're about to jump on a plane to Labuan, Bajo, which is kind of the jump point to get to the Komodo Islands and a lot of other places. And we weighed out the options, and we kind of decided that we wanted to go check out wild reticulated pythons, since I already saw the Komodo out there in the park and had that awesome experience, and still haven't seen any retics in the wild, and I've got a real affinity for reticulated pythons, so it seems like the way to go. It's about 70 kilometers up from the main town in Labuan Bajo. We got some rough directions on how to get there, actually very specific directions on how to get there, but I still think it's going to be a pretty bumpy ride, so just wish us luck. I don't think I ever showed you guys how awesome this little walkway to the entrance of our villa is. Pretty nice, huh? Take a look. It's the last time you will. Hopefully that's not where our plane ends up. This is probably going to be my favorite part of the adventure. Everything else has been awesome, don't get me wrong, but this is actually going to be the part where I dip out. And everywhere else we've gone, we've kind of had a guide, we kind of had somebody showing us along, and this is the time when we're actually going to go and explore on our own, which is really what I love to do. I'm very comfortable doing that kind of stuff. Yesterday when I was talking about going, everybody else is kind of like, oh, I don't think we're going to go, and I was like, well, you want to stay here, that's fine with me, but I am going. And luckily I think Brian realized that he would regret it if he didn't go, you know, down the line, so he kind of sucked it up and he's coming along, which is awesome, because it's going to be a lot better to have another person there, of course. And I'm sure my mom and Hillary are thankful that I'm not going by myself, even though I would, because that's just how I roll, man. I like to go do things like that. I like to go adventure and explore and kind of check out the unknown and run off into the jungle by myself. Hey, it should be good. I'm hoping that we find some retics. Even if we don't, just the journey itself will be awesome. Hiking through the jungle, I'm sure we'll see something awesome. And from my understanding, that cave's pretty stinky, and there's a lot of bats and bat guano, and you don't want to go too far in because you can breathe in a bit of nitrogen, maybe pass out, and bat cave full of shit. So we're about to get on the plane and check into our hotel, do some editing, get stuff charged up, and then we'll go from there. We are off the plane. We are in Labuan Bajo, and you think that Komodos are a big attraction here? I'm gonna go ahead and say that Komodos are a huge attraction here, and we are here. We're gonna go find our way to the hotel, get set up, and maybe take a little relaxation, get some lunch, and then we're gonna head on up to Istana Ular, the Snake Palace. We've reached our destination as far as our accommodations. We are about to get on the road now to Istana Ular because we don't know exactly how long it's going to take, and we want to make sure we have as much daylight as possible to get out there. I imagine the road is not going to be very developed. You know, who knows how rough the road's going to be, so we might as well get started now. Make sure we got plenty of daylight to try and find this cave. Don't want to be hunting for the cave in the night. You guys got to check out the view from the room, man. It is pretty spectacular.
Tidak perlu bahasa Inggris. Saya dulu sedikit di rumah Mercedes
At a village. The elders are going to take us to the cave to bless. Basically, I believe what is happening is they're going to bless our entrance into the cave and just give a safe passage so that all the gods are appeased. Is kind of how I've picked up the translation to be. So they're in the back. They're in the back with us now, and I believe we're headed to the cave, and everything should be good. Everybody is smiles, and the one guy has a big knife, but I think that's okay.
Yes.
So we've left the car behind. We are on our way down the road to what I can only assume is Istana Ular, and the elders of the village are leading us down the way. With their blessing, we will be able to enter the cave. I gotta tell you guys, this is kind of the moment I've been looking for on this trip. I'm pretty excited. Tell you, all these bushes that we're brushing up against, they actually smell really good, so this is a nice aromatic experience. This is it. Well, I think we're here, guys. And he's gonna do the blessing right now.
Yo. Ayah manegoga sai imporipe anak dite. Orang toto ko ya ngasang gelok dite tu. Roke berkiri dite tu. Mai lelo tempo. Ne kado mana sama babang ulangat. Rantara pambon pole ya.
Okay guys, I'm gonna switch out to a GoPro, so the audio probably won't be very good, but I'm just gonna strap it to my head so I can keep my hands free. Guys, this is literally raining batshit on me. wild reticulated python, guys.
When you're done, let me know.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
All right, guys, this is the first retic we came across in the cave. Super awesome. I mean, we're only like a few steps inside and we already got one. Really cool. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, it's like he's one of my snakes at home. I mean, granted, I'm sure all the wild retics aren't going to be like this, but look at him. I've gained his trust already, and he's not biting me. I'm just kind of holding. Well, he's still a tad jumpy, but I'm basically holding him like I would hold one of my snakes at home. Very, very cool. Little past that, I went back around the corner, kind of as far as I think you can go, and then he told me I needed to come back. Alright guys, this is the crew. These are the people we have to thank. Lasatu, Nagus, Fifi. Thank you guys so much for taking us down here. These guys, I'm positive that without these guys it wouldn't have been nearly as easy as it was to get here. These guys were a big help in making it happen easily. So thank you guys so much. Oh! And now I'm covered in bat shit, and I think this is what they call, I think this is batshit crazy. This is what they call it. If it wasn't for these guys, I'd probably still be in that cave breathing nitrogen for the remainder of my life, because I found a couple more snakes in there. I couldn't quite get my hands on them, but I was going deeper and deeper into the cage, and then Blatsu said, hey man, we gotta turn back because there's not very much oxygen, and good for him. But that was, man, what a blast. What a blast. Catch a reticulated python in the wild, no matter how big or small. Pretty exhilarating, pretty exhilarating. And I've got the smell to prove I was in there. Hey guys, I am back at the room. It was just an epic time, man. Getting to meet the villagers and hang out at their place. I didn't bring my camera along for all that stuff because sometimes I feel like I just need to put the camera down to really be in the moment, and that was definitely one of those moments. So I hope you guys understand. I'm sure you do. But that was just amazing, man. Seeing the retic in the wild, being in that cave, oh my gosh, just getting rained on by bat crap, just like literally like rain of bat crap. Just, it sounded like rain, but it was bat crap. Being with the chief and the head villagers and sitting around drinking coffee on the patio with them and just talking story, even though the language barrier of course is a thing, but still just able to communicate through body language and laugh and have a good time. That was quite the experience. I think this is the experience of this trip that is going to stick with me more than any other experience, just because it was such a mission to get there. The hiking was incredible, climbing out of the cave, the whole thing was just amazing. We have some serious internet issues going on, so I'm not sure when you guys are going to see any of these videos. I'm sure you're watching it now and thinking, it doesn't matter, I'm watching it now. So I'm really glad I was able to share this experience with you guys. It's coming to an end here. I think tomorrow we're going back to Bali to hang out for a little bit, and then back to Jakarta. We're going to check out some animal farms, and that should be it for the trip. And then it'll be a long trip home where I can finally see my family. Hillary, thank you, and my parents are probably watching the boys right now so that Hill can go to work. So thank you guys for everything. So if this could even happen, what a trip, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? You guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other.